So let's start the vectors. So as we have already studied in our 11th, that what was the introductory part for the vectors, in which we have studied that the vector is represented by bar. Okay, simple छोटे छोटे point घेतोय मी ते. Okay, first let me have the grids here, rules and grids. Okay, very good. Okay. So the first introductory part is the vector is represented by AB bar. If you write this bar, this is a vector and it is equals to B bar minus A bar, where A bar is your initial point and B bar is your terminal point, and A bar and B bar are the position vectors of your points A and B, position vectors of point A and B. Next part we have seen the magnitude of or the length of any vector is given by mod of AB bar. Okay, suppose you have this vector, this is a point A and this is a point B, then this much part is known as a AB bar with a direction, very important, and the mod of AB bar is nothing but length of this, length between this point A and B. So this part is nothing but mod of AB bar, mod of AB bar, and it is also denoted as AB, only AB, without any bar. So this becomes a scalar quantity. That's why our magnitude is a scalar quantity. What are the unit vectors we have seen along with the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis? So I, j and k are the unit vectors along x, y and z axis. Okay, so these are the few important things we have seen in your 11th standard. So directly we will jump in the today's session. In this total vectors we will be covering the 4 parts. The part number 1 will be the collinearity and coplanarity. The next part will be having the section formula. Next, the scalar triple product. And finally, the last section from this topic will be the application of vectors to geometry. Application of vectors to geometry. Okay, so first we'll cover this collinearity and coplanarity. So what is the collinear? Means what? Collinear. So first we will focusing on the collinear section. Collinear means what? They are lying on a same line. Okay, so in the vector form, in the vector languages, what we can say is the collinear if two vectors, if any two vectors, first I will write the statement, if any two vectors A bar and B bar are parallel to single, or you can say common line, or along the same line, then they are known as collinear vectors. Okay, so this is the statement we have. Let's see with the help of diagram. Suppose you have a vector A bar here, this is a vector A bar, and there is another vector B bar, in this direction, let's say. Okay, vector a bar and b bar in this direction. Now these two vectors are parallel to some another vector, or we can say that these two vectors are parallel to the common line. Suppose this is a line we have, this is a line. Whenever these two vectors or any n number of vectors are parallel to the same line, then these two vectors are known as a collinear vectors. This is a statement number 1, ये वाला, parallel to single common line. Now next statement is what? Along the same line बोला. If suppose we have the same two vectors which are a bar and b bar, a bar, and we have b bar on the same line, and the line we have is, let's suppose we have this line, this is our line. Along this line, this is a line, along this line if we have these two vectors which are lying on the same line, then also we can say these two vectors are what? Collinear. Okay, so what we can say here is, or in the mathematical form, how you can represent the collinear vector. See here the concept. Suppose I have the vector a bar with magnitude a is equals to suppose 10. Now this is the another vector b bar which is 5, which is whose magnitude is 5, comma, whose magnitude b is equals to 5, and in the same direction. Means what? This b vector I can write like this: b bar is equals to a bar by 2, b bar is equals to a bar by 2. Means what? You are just changing the magnitude of this vector a, you are not changing the direction of vector a, you are just multiplying by the scalar quantity, not ijk. Okay, that's why the direction of this a bar and the b bar remains the same, and they are what? Parallel to each other. Why parallel? Because see, in the b bar you are taking the same values of I, j, k where from the vector a bar. That's why these two vectors are parallel to each other. Suppose I take some another example. Suppose this is a some vector m bar, and this is another vector whose value is 2m bar. Means what? इसका जितना भी मैग्नीट्यूड रहेगा, m बार का जितना भी मैग्नीट्यूड है, इसका उसका डबल मैग्नीट्यूड रहेगा. You are changing only the magnitude in these two vectors, only magnitude difference है. But what about the direction? They both have the same direction. Same direction means what? They are parallel to each other. Means they are a collinear vectors. Abhi collinear means in the coordinates geometry we see that the collinear means they has to lie on the same line. But as far as the vectors are concerned, the collinear means you can have the two cases. First case is they are parallel to single line, or they are lying on the same line. Okay, so whenever suppose this is vector a bar and suppose this is vector b bar, so how you can write? B bar is 2 times of a bar. This is what we can have the relation between a bar and b bar. Means this is the some scalar quantity we are having, scalar quantity. Whenever you have the relation between the two vectors with the help of this scalar quantity, then these two vectors are definitely collinear vectors. Make a note of this, collinear vectors. Or in another way, what I can say is that if the vectors are scalar multiple of each other, see here, this is the scalar multiple of each other. Other relation, what relation you can have is a bar is equals to 1 by 2 b bar. This relation also I can write. Okay, so if the two vectors are scalar multiple of each other, then they are collinear to each other. They are collinear vectors. Make a note of this. Everyone write down this. If two vectors are scalar multiple of each other, then those two vectors are collinear vectors. I hope it is okay. Okay, so what is our task is, just we have to check the vectors, and if they are scalar multiple, then we'll directly conclude that these two vectors are parallel, you can say, collinear, you can say. Okay, so based on this we have the first theorem. So write down first theorem. Theorem number 1. Write down statement. Two vectors a bar and b bar are collinear. I request every one of you, please take the running notes. Two vectors a bar and b bar are collinear if and only if there exist scalars m and n, comma, at least one of them is non-zero, such that m a bar plus n b bar equal to 0. Okay, so read this theorem. What it says: two vectors a bar and b bar are collinear if and only if. It's and only if means what? Only one direction is true. If and only if there exist scalars m and n, comma, at least one of them is non-zero. At a time they both cannot be equals to 0, means m equals to 0, n equals to 0. If we have the case, then the two vectors are not collinear. Okay, so what it means, none of them is, at least one of them is non-zero means what? Either m or n दोन्ही पैकी एक नॉन झिरो असायला पाहिजे. ओके, सो लेट्स सी दिस collinear vectors. Let's prove this. Proof. Okay, suppose assume let a bar and b bar are collinear vectors. जे दिलेलं आहे तेच आपण assume करतोय. Collinear vectors. Suppose a bar and b bar are collinear vectors, then what you can comment here? If a bar and b bar are collinear vectors, then what you can comment? See here, we can comment this one. If two vectors are collinear vectors, then they are scalar multiple of each other. Okay, let's name this as a statement number 1, S1, statement number 1. Okay, so if the a bar and b bar are the two vectors, so from this statement number 1 I can say that the a bar and b bar are scalar multiple of each other. Therefore, from statement number 1, S1, a bar and b bar are the scalar multiple of each other. So I can write a bar equals to tb bar. Is it okay? Where t is the any scalar quantity, and definitely that t should not be equals to 0. Okay, so what to do now? You take this a bar and tb bar on one side, so minus tb bar, it is equals to 0. Okay, and what is given here? We have to prove that if the vectors are collinear, then we have to prove this m a bar plus n b bar is equals to 0. This we have to prove. What is given is m a bar plus n b bar, m a bar plus n b bar, it is equals to 0. Write down this equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So simplify the equation number 2. So I will be dividing this equation number 2 by m on both sides. So I will be having m bar plus n upon m b bar equals to 0. Equation number 3. Comparing equation number 1 and 3, what you can comment? Comparing equation 1 and 3, what you can comment is, boss t is equals to कितना आ गया? देखो भाई, ये t is equals to, it is a minus t. So let's take minus t is equals to, it is a n by m. So t कितना आ गया? It is a minus n by m. Means what? This n and m are what? These are also the scalar quantities. See here, the statement itself says these are the scalar quantities. Then what will be m by n? This also becomes the scalar quantity. Yes or no? Means what? This equation number 3 can also be written as, with the help of this, the equation 3 can written as a bar minus tb bar, it is equals to 0. Therefore a bar is equals to tb bar, and if I substitute the value of t, I will be having a bar is equals to minus n by m b bar. What is this, boss? This is nothing but the scalar multiple of each other. This is nothing but the scalar quantity. Okay, so because of this scalar quantity, this a bar and b bar becomes the scalar multiple of each other. That's why this statement is proved. Okay, so this theorem number 1 statement is proved here. So conclusion, how you can write this conclusion? Conclusion is here a bar and b bar are scalar multiple of each other, with scalar quantity t is equals to minus n by m. Scalar quantity t is equals to minus n by m. So this n by m can be anything now. This can be any random number, any random scalar quantity. Now how the b bar will be scalar multiple of a bar? So b bar will be equals to minus m by n. So if I want to write down in terms of b bar, it will be equals to minus m by n a bar. Okay, the same thing. So you can move in any direction. Therefore a bar and b bar are collinear. A bar and b bar are collinear. This is the total proof for your theorem number 1. Is it okay, everyone? Very good. So if you have doubt at any time, you can ask me, Titesh Vichara, so that will not go much ahead. So after this, so let's take one simple example based on this. Write down question number 1. Example 1. Show that the 3 points, I hope you all are taking notes. Please write down this question also. Show that the 3 points A in bracket 1, -2, 3, B in bracket 2, 3, minus 4, and C in bracket 0, minus 7, and 10 are collinear. So we have to show that these three given points are collinear, okay, using the vector form. Now this question can also be solved with the help of a 3D geometry concept. Okay, so if in your exam if this question appears, then you can solve this question in two ways, either vector form or the geometry form. As we are in this topic vector, we will check out this vector form. Okay, see here, if these are the 3 points A, B, C, then their respective position vectors will be what? A bar equals to काय होईल? A bar equals to, it is I minus 2j plus 3k, this will be my A bar. B bar will be equals to 2i plus 3j minus 4k, and C bar will be equals to 0i minus 7j plus 10k. Okay, so these are my three position vectors of the point A, B, and C. Now you find out the any two vectors AB bar and AC bar. So let's find out using these three position vectors. Let's find out AB bar equals to what? AB bar is equals to what? It is B bar minus A bar. So this is equals to, B bar is what? It is 2i plus 3j minus 4k, minus A bar is, it is I minus 2j plus 3k. Now if you open the bracket, you will be getting, see, 2 minus 1 is 1, which is I, 3 minus minus plus 2, which is 5, so it is 5j plus 5j, and minus 4 minus 3, which is a minus 7k, so it is equals to minus 7k. Okay, this becomes my AB bar, equation number 1. Next, to find out the AC bar. Okay, so let's find out the AC bar here. AC bar, so which is nothing but C bar minus A bar. So I am writing now directly C bar minus A bar. See, focus on this C and this A. So C bar minus A bar. So 0 minus 1, which is minus I, minus 7 minus minus plus 2, so it is minus 5j, and it is 10 minus 3, which is a plus 7k. Plus 7k. This is equation number 2. Now from the equation number 1 and 2, from equation number 1 and 2, if you compare these two equations, you will be seeing that AB bar is equals to what? It is I plus 5j minus 7k, and AC bar is equals to, this is minus I minus 5j plus 7k. Can we have any relation between these two, AB bar and AC bar? Can we have any relation between these two? Yes, anyone, please. Yes, what is that relation? Yes, definitely. Yes, you can take a minus common from any one of these two. So let's take a common from this AC bar. So AC bar is equals to, if I take that minus 1 common, I will be having I plus 5j plus, minus 7k. Okay, now you compare this AB bar and AC bar. So you can directly replace this AB bar here, the bracket. So your value will be, it is minus 1 into AB bar. What is this, boss? This is nothing but one vector is a scalar multiple of another vector. AC bar is the scalar multiple of the AB bar. For that purpose, we can say that here AB bar and AC bar are scalar multiple, therefore, or you can say with scalar quantity equals to minus 1, therefore AB bar and AC bar are what? Collinear. Now see, if AB bar and AC bar are collinear, then the points which are the position vector of these vectors becomes collinear. Therefore, the points A, B and C becomes collinear. I hope it is clear now. Is it okay? Very good. Next question. So based on this, we will see the next question again. Second question. If the vectors 3i minus 5j plus k, if vectors 3i minus 5j plus k and 9i minus 15j प्लस पी के मतलब वो आमिर खान का पी के नहीं है, ये p इज अ स्केलर and this k is our unit vector along the z-axis, are collinear. Okay, then find the value of p. Then find the value of p. It is the simplest question. See, as we have already covered our NDA syllabus now, all the questions becomes very simple. What we have to do is, जो काही आपण शॉर्टकट मेथड वापरत होतो ते आता फक्त आपल्याला एक्सप्लेनेटरी मध्ये लिहायचं आहे. वरती आपण तेच केलं आहे. इन द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन वी डिड द सेम थिंग. वी न्यू दिस शॉर्टकट मेथड. What we have done is we have just explained that shortcut method. Same thing here we have to do that. Explain these shortcut methods. That's it. So how we will do that? Let a bar is equals to, first it is 3i minus 5j plus k, and b bar is equals to 9i minus 15j plus pk. Okay, as they are collinear, given what? Given is they are collinear vectors. Given a bar and b bar are collinear vectors. ऐसा ही लिखना है आपको एग्जाम में. As a bar and b bar are collinear vectors, what you can write is a bar is equals to some scalar quantity into b bar. This is how you can write. This is the statement number 1, or you can say it is a theorem number 1. Reason. This is the reason we have. Why you have written this? This is the reason. Theorem number 1 we have already proved. Okay. So let's see what is that scalar quantity we have. So let's take a bar, which is a 3i minus 5j plus k, which is equals to t into 9i minus 15j plus pk. अभी किसी को लगेगा सर ये तो डायरेक्टली दिख रहा है ना सर, ये 3 है, 9 है, 5 है, 15 है. Then why you are not writing directly 3? No, this is a theory part, and if the long answer question में अगर ये question आ गया, then you have to write this step by step, because this each and every step carries marks. This step, this given statement, and you are writing this carries marks. That's why we have to write down this. You have to find out the value of t also. Though you know the shortcut, though you know the what is the scalar multiple here, we have to find the shortcut. We have to prove that. Okay. So whenever you are equating the two vectors, means what? You are equating the coefficients of I, j, k. So let's open this bracket second. This is equals to 90 I. 90 वाला म्हणजे ये 90 वो 90 नहीं है, ये 9t है. 9t I minus 15t j plus pt k, it is equals to 3i minus 5j plus k. Okay, so as these two vectors are equal, we can directly equate their coefficients of I, j, k. Therefore 3 is equals to 90, minus 5 is equals to minus 15t, and 1 is equals to pt. Okay, so यहाँ से t कितना गया? It is t is equals to 3 by 9, which is equals to 1 by 3. So t becomes 1 by 3. We have to highlight this. T is equals to 1 by 3. Okay, so if t is 1 by 3, then find the value of this. You can substitute this here and you can solve this. So 1 is equals to p into 1 by 3. So p कितना आ गया बॉस? p आ गया मेरा 3. That's it. This is my answer. P is equals to 1 by 3. I hope it is clear now. Is it okay, everyone? Yes. Very good. समझते हैं स्पीड ओके क्या है? Is the speed okay? Okay, very good. So this ends your theorem number 1. So let's see what is the theorem number 2 is. Okay, ये तो हो गया भाई कोलिनियर वेक्टर्स. Now we'll see the coplanar vectors. What are the coplanar vectors are? Okay, so let's have some space here. ठीक है. कोप्लेनर वेक्टर्स. कोलिनियर हो गया, अभी कोप्लेनर वेक्टर्स देखेंगे. कोप्लेनर मीन्स व्हाट? को मीन्स व्हाट? इट इज अ टुगेदर. दिस को मीन्स इट इज टुगेदर. Planar means single plane. Means what? Together lying on a single plane, known as a coplanar vectors. See here, with the help of diagram it will be very much clear. X axis, y axis and z axis. X, y and z. So let's have these three planes here. This is the xy plane, this is xz plane, and this is yz plane. Okay, now the any two vectors which are lying on the same plane, this is xy plane. So suppose you have these two vectors, suppose this is a bar and this is a b bar. Now these two vectors are lying on a single plane. Means what? They are the coplanar vectors. If I add the third plane, suppose in this direction c bar, then what happens? Are these three planes are these three vectors are coplanar vectors? Yes, no doubt, because all these three are lying on the same plane. That's why this a bar, b bar and c bar are coplanar vectors. But the moment I add another vector which is suppose here, and we'll name it as a m bar, is this m bar is a coplanar with this abc bar? No, because these abc are lying on the xy plane, m bar is lying on the xz plane. Therefore what you can conclude here is a bar, b bar, c bar and m bar are non coplanar vectors. So this ये तो हो गया भाई पिक्टोरियल फॉर्म में, डायग्राम फॉर्म में हो गया. तो इसको मैथमेटिकली कैसा प्रूव करते? वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू हाईलाइट हियर इज दैट, सी हियर, लेट मी इरेज दिस पार्ट. ओके, सो लेट्स हैव दिस and let's have one more vector here. Suppose I have the vector a bar here in this plane and m bar in this plane. So is these two vectors are coplanar vectors or not? Yes, anyone? Atharva, is these two vectors are coplanar vectors? Huh. Yes, no problem. Yes, very good. See here, though you are seeing only three vectors here, sorry, only three planes here, though you are seeing only three planes here, that is xy plane, yz plane and zx plane, there are n number of planes you can draw for any two vectors. आता ह्या दोन वेक्टर्सला कंबाईन करणारा थर्ड वेक्टर मी काढू शकतो असं. So this will be the third vector or any random vector in a space. See here, this plane I can have. I request all of you please mute your mic. See, so this is the plane I am having here. this is the plane. Okay, on this plane we have these two vectors, a bar and m bar. Means in a space, if we have any two vectors, only for two vectors, in a space, any two vectors always coplanar, always coplanar. Any two vectors, if you have, it is applicable, this statement is true only for two vectors. If you have three vectors, no, you cannot conclude that the three vectors are coplanar vectors, because see, the moment I add the third vector here, you cannot draw the plane which is including all these three vectors. Okay, but we can draw a plane which include the two vectors. आता ह्या दोघांना जर if you take the plane which is including these two vectors, yes, these two vectors are coplanar, but if I want to include all these three, no, for that purpose we should have some mathematical background. So the statement is what? Any two vectors are coplanar vectors, always. Good. In the lower class you have already studied regarding the resultant vector. Okay, see here, suppose you have the vector a bar, b bar, then you can directly take the resultant vector of those two bars vectors. Okay, and that is the base for our theorem number 2. Let's see the theorem is. Second theorem, theorem number 2. The theorem is, let a bar and b bar are non-collinear vectors. Let a bar and b bar are non-collinear vectors. Full stop. A vector r bar is coplanar with a bar and b bar if and only if IFF there exist unique scalars. I request all of you, please write along T1 comma T2 such that r bar is equals to T1 a bar plus T2 b bar. Okay, we have to prove that r bar is equals to T1 a bar plus T2 b bar. If this is the case, then we say that these three vectors a bar, b bar and r bar are coplanar vectors. Please note the difference between the collinear and coplanar vectors. Most of the students get confused in these two. Collinear means they are parallel to single line or along the line. Coplanar means they are lying on the same plane. It is related with the line and this is related with the plane. Please make a note of this. The statement says that the a bar and b bar are collinear, non-collinear vectors. Means what? You cannot use the theorem number 1 here, that is a bar is equals to scalar multiple of b bar. You cannot use that theorem number 1 here because they are non-collinear vectors. Okay, so let's prove this. So here proof, yes, that we will cover in the next part. The theorem is limited to the non-collinear vectors, so we will cover this part here. That linear, if they are linear, see here, if they are linear, it is very logical. If it is a bar and if it is a b bar, okay, means what? These are the two collinear vectors we are having. These two vectors along with some vector r bar, Now these three vectors, now you only will tell me, are these three vectors are coplanar vectors? Yes sir, of course, because here a bar and b bar are lying on the same plane. As they are collinear vectors, we can combine these two. We can say that these two vectors are lying on the same line. मतलब इसका रिजल्टेंट अगर देखोगे तो दिस इज नथिंग बट अ सिंगल ओनली वन वेक्टर वी आर हैविंग विच इज हैविंग ओनली वन डायरेक्शन. So this and this in total we are having only two vectors, you can say. So of course the collinear vectors along with the third vector always coplanar vectors. I hope it is clear. Good. Okay, so it is obviously it is true, but what if we don't have the collinearity in between two vectors? So here we will be using the resultant vector or the parallelogram law of the vectors. So let's draw me a figure. So this is one vector a bar, this is a vector b bar, and it is a bar. So this is the point A and this is the point B. Okay, so this is the point B here. Sorry, not bar, it is single point B. Okay, so it is a bar and it is a b bar. See, the diagram itself says that these a bar and b bar are non-collinear. Of course they are not parallel to any other third vector, or they are not lying on the same line. So the first given statement is proved, that is what, these are the two non-collinear vectors. So I have drawn the two non-collinear vectors. Now using the parallelogram law, how you can find out the resultant here? So if I extend these coordinates here, if I draw along the b bar and if I draw along the a bar, what will be this? This is a bar. So this part, this much part I can write as a t a bar, t1 a bar. Which part? See, this is our a bar, this is my a bar total. Okay, so this much part I can write as a t1 a bar. Why? Because see here आपला a point कुठे है? Okay, let me change this. Suppose this is a point A we are having here, not here. We'll point A here, and similarly we have point B somewhere next to this point. Suppose this is a point B, this is my B bar. Okay, see, this is the total magnitude of A bar from 0 origin to A. This is total A bar, but I want some part of this A bar, that's why this becomes T1 A bar, which is a scalar multiple of A bar. Okay, I want this much vector only, ह्या point पासून ह्या point पर्यंत. So this becomes a T1 A bar. So in the same way, this total from B to O, this is my total B bar, but I want a part of this vector B bar. So let's take that part as a T2 B bar. So this becomes my T2 B bar. Okay, so using the parallelogram law, what you can write, this becomes my T2 bar, T2 B bar, and this becomes my T1 A bar. So the resultant you will be having here, triangle law. This becomes my R bar. See here, this R bar is what? It is a T2 B bar plus T1 A bar is equals to R bar. This is the direction of your R bar vector. So from the parallelogram law or from the triangle law, so here we are using the triangle law. Therefore from figure you can write that R bar is equals to T1 A bar plus T2 B bar. So here you have to explain this figure. In the proof you have to explain this figure. R bar is equals to T1 A bar plus T2 B bar. Hence it is proved. Means what? Now how you can express, or how we can make a use of this theorem? If any vector which is the linear combination of two vectors, this is known as the linear combination. Very important term, linear combination. This is nothing but the linear combination of the two vectors. Linear combination of A bar and B bar. Okay, what if I add some more vectors here? If I add some more vectors here, let's say T2 C, T3 C bar, T4 D bar, then what happens? Sir, will these all 5 vectors will be coplanar? Yes, no doubt. Here you have taken only 2. If you take this resultant R vector, and if you have this vector C bar and D bar, with this resultant R vector and this C bar and D bar, you will have one another resultant vector. So like that we can prove that all the linear combination vectors are coplanar vectors. Make a note of this, the very important statement. Means what? All the linear combination of vectors are coplanar vectors. All linear combination of vectors always coplanar vectors. Means what? If suppose I write the R bar is equals to T1 A bar, T2 B bar, T3 B bar, T4 A bar, T4 T3 C bar, T4 D bar, like that TR, suppose it is a VR bar, then we say that this is a non-zero linear combination. Non-zero means what? The values of T1 to TR, at least one of them is not equals to 0. This is known as a non-zero linear combination. This is a linear combination of all the vectors with the scalars T1 to TR, and all are unique. Okay, then at least one of these coefficients is not equals to 0, then we say it is a non-zero linear combination vectors. And if you are able to express this R bar in terms of this, then what we can say? This R bar is a coplanar with all these 3 vectors. I hope it is clear. Very important statement, 5-star statement. Okay, this will help us to solve the questions in an easy way. Okay, so based on this, let's see one question, last question, and we'll stop here. Right, done. Show that question number 1, show that क्या शो करना है? 4i plus 13j minus 18k comma I minus 2j plus 3k and 2i plus 3j minus 4k are coplanar vectors. Are coplanar vectors. We have to show that all these 3 vectors are coplanar vectors. Means what? At least any one of these vector, means any one of these 3 vector is a linear combination of other 2 vector. That we have to prove that. See here, यहाँ पे ये देखो, ये वाला part. The one vector which is the linear combination of other 2 vectors, that we have to show. If we are able to show that, then we can definitely conclude that these 3 vectors are coplanar vectors. Okay, so let's solve this question. Let A bar, B bar and C bar are the given vectors. A bar is equals to 4i plus 13j minus 18k. B bar is equals to I minus 2j plus 3k. इट सीम्स टू बी व्हेरी लेंदी, ठीक आहे, कारण हे ए बार पुन्हा पुन्हा लिहितोय मी, बट दिस इज द वे वी हॅव टू फॉलो इन अ बोर्ड. And c bar is equals to 2i plus 3j minus 4k. Okay, minus 4k. These are the three vectors. Now let's consider that a bar is the scalar multiple, or a bar is the linear combination of b bar and c bar. Let a bar is equals to mb bar plus nc bar, and if we get the unique values of m and n, then we say that this is the linear combination of b bar and c bar, which is equals to a bar. Okay, I am assuming this and I am trying to get the value of m and n. Okay, in just 2 minutes you will be understanding this concept. So let's use this consideration and substitute the given values. So a bar is nothing but it is a 4i plus 13j minus 18k equals to m into I minus 2j plus 3k, which is a b bar, plus n into c bar is 2i plus 3j minus 4k. This is a c bar. Okay, so as we have equated these two vectors, we can directly equate the coefficients of I, j, k. So first take the coefficient of I, j, k here. So here I will be getting mi, so I am taking common here mi, and इकडे असेल 2n. So m plus 2n I plus I will be having minus 2m, and here plus 3n equals into j plus m into 3, so it becomes 3m, and n into minus 4, so minus 4n into k. This is equals to 4i plus 13j minus 18k. Okay, so we can equate the coefficients of I, j, k here. So देखो क्या होगा अभी, as vectors are same, you can write here as vectors are same, we can equate the coefficients of I, j, k. So therefore m plus 2n equals to 4 minus 2m plus 3n equals to 13. See, j का coefficient j के coefficient के साथ compare करो, and 3n minus 4n equals to minus 18. Okay, now you have these three equations. Yes, it should be 3m. Thank you so much. It should be 3m. Okay, so these three equations but two variables, so we can easily solve this question. So let's multiply this first equation by 2. So multiply the first equation by 2. So you will be having 2m plus 4n equals to 8. So equation number, let's say it is 1 and it is equation number 2. So let's subtract or add these two equations. So first and second, 1 and 2, if you add, you will be having 2m plus 3n, that is a 2m plus 4n equals to 8, and the second equation is 3m minus 4n equals to minus 18. So if I add these two, plus plus plus, so हे cancel झाला, so we will be having it is 5m, which is equals to, ये plus मतलब ये minus ही रहेगा, it should be minus only, ये भी minus ही रहेगा, plus means no sign change, don't multiply or don't be confused here, अरे हो cancel, so 3m minus. ओके, सो ये हो गया 5 और ये गया माइनस 18 प्लस 8, ये हो गया माइनस 10. सो m का वैल्यू कितना गया, m बिकम्स माइनस 2, m इज माइनस 2. Substitute m is equals to minus 2 in any one of the equation. So substitute, put m is equals to minus 2 in the first equation. Substitute m is equals to minus 2 in 1. So what you will get, it is 2 into minus 2 plus 4n equals to 8. So this is our equation number 1. So it is minus 4 plus 4n equals to 8, implies 4n equals to what, 8 and 4 12. So n कितना हो गया, n आ गया मेरा 3. Okay, so n becomes 3. Now these two values m and n, these should be same for all these three vectors. Means here m is equals to काय आला आपला -2 and n is equals to 3. So let me draw right here m comma n becomes -2 comma 3. Okay, now see here, if those two values of m and n, if that satisfies all these three equations, then only we can say that, see आता तुम्ही काय केलं, इक्वेशन 1 आणि 2 यूज करून you have calculated the value of m and n. Let's substitute this m and n in the equation number this, let's say it is a third equation. So substitute this m and n values in the third equation. If this satisfies this equation, then only we say that these calculated values of m and n and the vectors are coplanar. If it does not satisfy this equation, definitely we will not comment that yeah coplanar hai. So let's substitute here. So substitute the values of m and n. Substitute m and n in equation number 3. So what is that third equation is -2m plus 3n. So it is -2m plus 3n. कितना गया ये माइनस माइनस प्लस 4 प्लस 9 विच इज इक्वल्स टू 13. सो इज दिस इक्वल 13 है. सो LHS इक्वल्स टू RHS. सो एज m n values satisfies all three equations, given vectors are coplanar vectors. Suppose यहाँ पे not equals to 13 आता है, then we conclude that they are non-coplanar vectors. But as it is satisfying, this becomes the coplanar vectors. Okay, so in this way you have to solve the given question for the coplanarity. I hope it is clear. Is this okay, everyone? Okay, very good. So we will stop here, and again tomorrow or whenever we'll have the next class, we'll continue from this. Thank you so much. Yes. Can a vector, see सिंगल वेक्टर कोलिनियर आणि कोप्लॅनर कसं काय होऊ शकतं, हे जर एकच वेक्टर असेल तर ॲटलिस्ट फॉर दोन वेक्टर, येस एनी टू वेक्टर्स आर कोप्लॅनर, बट देट वी कॅनॉट कन्क्लूड दॅट दे आर कोलिनियर. बघा इथे समजलं का मी काय म्हणतोय, कुठलेही दोन वेक्टर घ्या, दे आर डेफिनेटली कोप्लॅनर वेक्टर्स. सो इफ आय टेक द वेक्टर लाईक दिस, if I take one vector like this, here this is a A bar and suppose this is a B bar. Okay, these two vectors are not collinear vectors, but definitely we can draw a plane which can include these two vectors. So these two vectors become coplanar, but it is not guaranteed that these two are collinear. So any two vectors are definitely coplanar but not necessarily collinear. Is it okay? Very good. What's your name? वेदांत. ठीक है, चलो ओके, बाय बाय. आई विल बी शेयरिंग दिस होल नोट्स विथ यू इन द ग्रुप. थैंक यू सो मच. गुड डे.